Hey guys, so I'm just gonna be reacting to the NBA 2K covers. Just gonna give my opinion on them. So I got the first one. It's pretty good. It has like AI, and then it has like this in the background. So I think that's good. I'll give it like a 7. Then we got 2K1. It's a little. I don't like it as much. I'd give it like a 6 because it just looks like kind of stupid. And then 2K2. This is like a 2 out of 10. Honestly, this looks terrible. This looks awful, especially with this like Dreamcast, and then like just looks like shit. Yeah, that's like a 2 out of 10. This one's slightly better, I think. I'll still only give it like a 4, or like, yeah, like a 4. It's kind of just there, just like a JPEG on there. Like, so look at this, and then look at this, and there's a clear difference. Like, this has like lettering and like things like popping out of the lettering. It has a nice background. It's actually doing like an action thing. It's not like zoomed all the way in. Yeah, this one's bad. So I'm like a 4. And then 2K4. They're going for something, but it's just him in a dark room with a light over his head, and he doesn't have a basketball. And so I'll give it like a 3. If you take away the ESPN basketball logo and like other logos and like 2K logo, you couldn't even tell this was a basketball game. You would think it's like I would probably think it's like a hood drug dealing game or something. See, like, he's looking like a drug kingpin in there. So yeah, I'd probably think that's like an action game. No basketball in sight. Yeah, so I'll give that like a 3. So now we got Ben Wallace instead of Allen Iverson. Well, I must say that the ESPN logo looks like shit. Well, actually, no, the logo's good, but it shouldn't be on. I don't like how it's on the cover, the 2K cover. But, I think this is pretty bad. I'll give this like a 4. Because, like, it's just a JPEG of Ben Wallace and on a white background. This is like a 2, actually. This was extremely lazy and doesn't even look good. You should show him like swatting it or something, instead of just looking at the camera while getting a board and just like holding the ball over, like taking the ball away. I don't know. This looks terrible. This is like a 2 out of 10. And then I got 2K6. We got Shaq. So I think this is kind of a step in the right direction. It's like stylized basketball being played. Unlike this. Kind of has like an outline on Shaq. He's backing someone down. It's actually game footage. Big improvement. I'll give it like a 6, though. It's not anything too special. Now 2K7. This looks pretty shit, not gonna lie. It's like Shaq, just kind of right in there, doing like a dribble, probably a spin move. I'll give this like I'll give it like a 4. I'm not impressed. 2K8. So it's just Chris Paul on a white background with some stuff around his shoes. He's dribbling. I'll give it like a 5. At least they're marketing a player who plays on the Pelicans. Or the Hornets. 2K9. Some stuff in the background. I guess I'll give it like a 6. It looks kind of cool, I guess. But like, it's really not special, but I don't know. This is like a 5 or a 6. We got 2K10. So it's Kobe. It's like kind of like a filter on it that makes it look kind of like an oil painting like type thing. Which I think that's pretty good because compared to just like the JPEG, it's a little bit better. At least for some players. There's motion blur here. I think that's good. It shows that he's like, pulling his jersey. I'll give this like I'll give it like an 8. It looks good. I like the like kind of looks like a illustration. Yeah, I'll give that one like an 8. And then 2K11. Considering this is the first 2K with Jordan, you obviously got to put him on the cover. And I think this is a pretty good thing way to put Jordan on the cover, but I will say, so you see how this is like the main picture? I think it would be cooler if this was the main picture. And then there was another one in the background, and that was the main one. Because I think this one looks cooler to me, I think. And this one looks worse. But I'll give this I'll give it an 8. Maybe a 9. Okay, 2K12 Larry Bird cover. Honestly, I'll give this a 10. I mean, like, with all the stuff like flying off of him, all the dust, and the ball's like shining a bit, super clean, and the red background is way better than the white background. So I'll give this a 10. This looks really good. Then we got Magic Johnson 2K12 cover. I think it would have been better if Magic was passing the ball instead. And this kind of looks like 1991 Magic. And maybe you should have done an earlier Magic, like a younger Magic. But, it has all the stuff. I'll still give it a 9. I mean, it has, like, lightning on his hands and stuff. So that's a 9. And then 2K12 Michael Jordan cover. So it's the same style. So there's like particles going off. He's driving to the rim. His jersey is like liquidating. And like, yeah, glowing in the ball. I'll give it a 9. It's kind of the same as the other two, but I think the colors pop more on the other two because they aren't. It's not red on red. I'll still give this like a 9, but I think it's worse than the other two 2K12 ones. And then 2K13. So this has Blake Griffin, Kevin Durant, and Derrick Rose. I'm not the biggest fan of having 3 people on the cover. It could work, but they didn't really try very much with this. It would have been, to me, it would have been better if, like, you had a high, like, depth of field on this, and then you could have had, maybe have KD shooting the ball and that back on the 3-point line over there. Derrick Rose throwing a lob to Blake Griffin. So yeah, D-Rose is throwing the lob. Blake's up in the air trying to catch it, about to dunk it, like it's looking like this. And then KD would be back in the 3-point line over there, shooting the ball. I think that would have been way cooler. And it would be a good way to put 3 players in there. Oh, so I'll give this like a 5. Pretty lazy. But at least there's some stuff like on here, and like they kind of have some particles flying off them, which is a little bit better than nothing, I guess. I got 2K14, so it's just LeBron doing throwing up the chalk, in the Heat jersey, and then his face in the background. So this is the first time he's on the cover, which is a little bit surprising for those this late. So the chalk throwing is a great place to start, but the background of just his like face is terrible. He's not even like excited. He's not even like flexing. He's not yelling or anything. He's just there like bored. Like there's a dead ball. He's just standing there. And that's terrible. If you're gonna just put his face, at least have him doing like an excited expression. But what it should be is like him doing a highlight, like a dunk. But yeah, this was really bad. Well, it's not bad, but it's just missed. It's really a missed opportunity. I'll give it like a 5 or like a 6 maybe. The background is just terrible, but the main thing is still good though, so I'll give it a 6. And then 2K15. Music curated by Pharrell Williams. KD dribbling, kind of driving to the basket with the defender on his side, but he's not there. He's invisible. And then the background is like a city with some courts. I mean, when I think of KD, I don't really think of like there's him being like from the street and stuff. So maybe that isn't like fitting completely. This isn't great. I'll give it like a 5 though. No, I'll give it a 6. It's okay, but it's just not. It's not anything like good or special at all. It's like a 5.5. And then 2K16 Spain edition. So we got Marc Gasol scoring on Pau Gasol in the All-Star game for the first main picture. And then we got Pau Gasol lifting up the championship trophy. Marc guarding Pau on a real game. And then on the right side is Marc doing a layup. Scoop layup, and then Pau in a triple threat position Probably just got a rebound. Okay. Now this is just stupid. Cause why would you go with this over going with this? Why would you choose this when they're in their All-Star jerseys over Powell and Mark just like standing next to each other? Because in full color that would look great. Because those are two great jerseys. I think that was way better. They should. These two, this one and the main one should swap, and it would have made it so much better. But I'll give this like I'll give it like a 6.5. It's okay, I guess. It's not really good though. And then the Germany edition. So it's featuring a Spike Lee joint. So it comes with some weed, I think. And then, I mean, obviously Dennis Schroeder's like not very good. He's a role player. Is this like a? So we got him and you got him dribbling in the Hawks. And then he's like pointing his face and then dribbling. I mean, like, who's even getting this? This looks terrible. This is like a. This looks like a shit. This is like a 4 considering it's Dennis Schroeder. I mean, they didn't really try with him. I mean, they can't really even do anything. He's never done anything. Unless, well, obviously this is old, but nowadays, if they wanted to do Dennis Schroeder, they could, like, show all the jerseys he's had, all the teams he's been on. I think that would be pretty cool. Then we got the France edition with Tony Parker. So he's doing a scoop layup on the first one. Eiffel Towers in the back. I think that's good. Him with the chip. His face. And then him accepting applause in like the Olympics maybe. So these are all good. All the things on the sides are good. The main thing though is like I feel like this isn't a great picture to choose for the main one. I think they could have done something a bit better, a bit cooler than that. But I'll give it like a 6 though. Then we got 2K16 Special Edition with Michael Jordan. I mean, it's, I'll give it a 10 because like it just has a bunch of iconic moments, and like this one looks really good with the back of the jersey. This is good, and then like this obviously is good, and then like this is iconic, and then yeah, this is the dunk's iconic as well. And then like if you're doing like for the deluxe edition, you gotta put like gold on it, and then like this is the way to do it. So yeah, I'll give that a 10. And then the 2K16 Harden cover. So the first thing that stands out is that they have beardless Harden in the Arizona State jersey. I didn't know they had license to that. And even though you do, why do you even have it there? It looks bad. But the dunk he's doing is really good for a cover. This one on the side here is pretty good. Shows off his beard. This is pretty good. Definitely just hit a game winner there. And then I think this is good too. It kind of shows that like OKC is in his past and now he's like good. So I'll give it I'll give this one an 8. Yeah, I'll give it an 8. But the main thing that I think is wrong is that this is here. This should be something else, I think. But if they're trying to, I guess if they're trying to show like he's like improving, like if they want to show his past, then like I guess it's good. It's like they're showing like Arizona State and then like OKC, and those are both like in the shadows, kind of. Yeah, I'll give it an 8. It's a good cover. And we got AD. So the first thing that stands out is that they have him like cutting off the net in like college or something, like at Kentucky. So that's there. This is bad. I would have done a different angle to that. I guess this is fine for like a filler, just him shooting a jump shot. Cities in the background, there's fog on the ground, that's decent. And then him getting drafted, I guess that's fine. This dribble is kind of like ugly. I'll give this like a I guess I'll give it like a 6.5. Because the main thing that's holding it back is like this. So yeah, I'll give that like a 6.5. I got this Steph cover. So this dribble is, I think this dribble's decent for a cover, I guess. It's okay. I mean, it could definitely have a better thing. Maybe to have him doing a floater or an acrobatic layup would have been better. So then him shooting there. This is a good photo here. It shows off like the mouthpiece and like the jersey. And then yeah, this is good. Him with Dell, and then I guess at Davidson as well. I mean, you know, I'll give this a 9 because it's good. It could have been better if this was him doing an acrobatic layup or maybe a floater where he got fouled or something. I'll give it like an 8.5. And then 2K17 Italy edition with Danilo Gallinari. This is trash. This is like a 4. I don't really need to talk about this much. This is just trash. It's just like 3 JPEGs of him, not really thoughtfully selected. Like this is way better already. So I got the Spain edition. And there's clearly more care on this one than this one, even though they both weren't that great, to be honest. But Spain one, so this is a shitty photo. This is okay, I guess. Him like yelling and then shooting a shot. I don't know why I was acting like this one was way better than this one. They're both bad. I'll give it like a 5. And then yeah, this one's honestly like a 3 actually. This one's like a 5. And then 2K17 Legends edition with Kobe. So he retired, so like they gotta put this. And then that's a good picture. And then the jump shot's good. Honestly, okay, I'll give this a 9.5. And the reason it's not a 10 is because the 17 isn't gold. So look at this, and then look at this. if it had the same thing, where it was like gold, it would have been a 10. Because it's especially good. Because it would have been like, you know, purple and gold like the Lakers. But they didn't do it on this, so I'll give it a 9.5. It would have been a 10 if they just did the obvious things to put it as a gold thing, but it's still a great one. And then 2K17, Paul George. So we got the Pacers. He's like flexing and yelling. The back here with Team USA. And then Pacers dunk. This it's okay, I guess. It's like a 6. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing really good about it. It's just okay. And then 2K18 Canada edition. So immediately, I think that the 2K18 like background looks really bad. Yeah, this background just looks like shit. Like, this doesn't even have a lot going on. It's still like way better than this. It's like too much, I think. I mean, it has just one thing on it, which could be better. I'm not sure. There's no like effects around him. They just threw in the JPEG. So I'll give this like a 4.5. And then 2K18 Legend Edition. So it's another Shaq Heat one. It's okay. It's like I'll give it like a 6 because at least it's him like doing a dunk with his like signature type of dunks package. But it could have been way better. You know, you could give an amateur like for 24 hours. They could have made something better than this. I'll still give it like a 6 though, I guess. It's not very good. And then this one is significantly better than this one. You know, okay, I'll give this one a 5. This one's bad. But this one is like this is like an 8. The Legend Edition Gold. I mean, like Lakers, like I'll give it an 8. It would have been better if the 18 was gold, like on the 2K12 logo, or the 2K12. Or, I don't know. I think that's 2K16 actually. But yeah, this should have been gold. It probably would have been a 9 if it was gold. But it looks good. The gold looks appealing. It's a great dunk to choose. I'll give it like an 8. And then the Kyrie one, the main one. The layup is good. That's great to choose for Kyrie. The background is shitty, but it's like I don't know. It's like it's low-key like a 7. Mostly for just using the good use of the good picture of him with the jelly delay. So I'll give it a 7. And then we got 2K18. I think they had to like Photoshop the Celtics jersey. But this one's way better than this one. This is like a 5. Doesn't really get more like basic than that. 2K19 Australia and New Zealand edition. So 2K19 has like stuff on the background, like writing, like so. Like there's a kangaroo, like boxing. I'll give this like a 6.5. It's pretty good. not bad. So I'll give it a 7 for the flag in the back. It looks good. It's a good cover. And then 20th anniversary edition. So it's just LeBron James's face with like stuff on the side. Call me crazy, this is like a 4. This looks really bad. Yeah, that's really bad. I don't care. And then the Giannis, the 2K19 Giannis one. So it has all the writings. Decent for the writings. Decent picture to choose. I'll give it like a 7. This is a pretty good. And then 2K20 Legend Edition. I'll give this a 10. Just with the colors, the background, the jersey. Mostly because the background though. Background looks really cool. With all the purple and stuff. And then like the neon. Yeah, that's a 10. That looks really good. And then the AD one. So there's like stuff breaking for some reason. The basketball hoop there. Background is like a city. I think that's the same background as 2K16. I'll give this like a 6. It's just him holding the ball. But it is promotional. So he got traded for the Lakers, so I couldn't really do that much. But I'll give it a 6. 2K21. So they kind of switched up the style a lot. I think for next gen. I don't know. I don't like the blue. It's a little bit ugly. I'll give this like a 5. To be honest, the blue hurts a lot. It's pretty ugly. I'll give it like a 5.5. But they did choose a good picture, I guess. Like him cocking the ball back. Even then, there's probably better ones he could have picked. But I think maybe this was a photo shoot. And 2K21 Mamba Forever Edition. So this one's like a painting. It's okay, I guess. It's like a 7, I suppose. It's like, I mean, obviously it's a painting, so it's like really different. I'll give it like a 7 though. I think he's like, shows that he's like walking into the darkness because he died. Then we got another one with Kobe. It's pretty cool. I'll give it like an 8. I'll give it like an 8.5 maybe. Pretty good painting. It's a good dunk to choose. It's good that there's like, 8 and 24 on this one and that one. Yeah, this is like an 8.5. It's pretty good. And then Damian Lillard 2K21. This is just trash. This is like a 5. This isn't good. Background's ass. Didn't really try. It's just hella like white space. And then just didn't care. Like, how's there not him shooting a 3-pointer on the, like, in the background or something? How's there nothing that says, like, Rip City? Because, like, he's all about, like the loyalty and stuff. Like it's like they could have done the 2K19 thing where they write stuff and have things there. Like it should have said like Rip City 0, Trailblazers logo, him shooting a 3-pointer, him waving like the crowd. Like how do you not put that in? Like waving to the OKC when you get the game winner. Like, this is bad. This is like I'll give it like a 4.5 for the missed opportunity and the looking bad. Now I got 2K22 WNBA 25th Anniversary Special Edition with Candace Parker. It's, I mean, it's okay, I guess. Like, they got, like, the painting on this side, and then, like, the picture. It has good use of, it has good, like, colors, I guess. Is that, like, the Chicago sky, like, colors? Maybe it is. I don't really know. I'll give it, like, a 6. And then 2K22 cross-gen digital bundle. I like it. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I like how crude Luca's face looks. They got good variety on like the things. So this one's shooting a fadeaway mid-range. This one's like driving to the left, and this one's like driving kind of towards the right. Colors are really good. This might be a hot take. I'll give this like a 9 though. I think it looks really good with the colors and everything. And then Kareem, Dirk, and KD. No, KD's pretty out of place on this. They don't even like show his like jersey on this, so I don't think they knew what team he was gonna be on. But they do show Nets there. Really weird to have KD on this, but they got Kareem. Kareem looks really good in this. Dirk looks really good in this, and KD looks good too. But kind of weird that they can't show his jersey. Kind of hurts it a lot. Like if they had because the Nets gray looked really good. So if they had it over there, I think it would have looked cool. I'll give it like I'll give it a 9, honestly. I mean, imagine like picking up like the cover and like, I mean, this looks good. I'm gonna 9. And then 2K22. So this one's definitely worse than the other two ones. Not sure why the main one always has to look more basic and worse. This is like it's like a 7. Looks pretty good. Although I think maybe the red could have been a different color, because like it doesn't really fit Luka. Maybe that could have been a dark blue, like on the 2K21 Zion cover. And then like light blue and dark blue maybe. But it's okay. It's like a 7. But yeah, these two ones are really good. And then we got 2K23 Dreamer Edition. Has J. Cole on it. So obviously J. Cole's not in the NBA. So he's like in the clouds. He's on like a basketball court in like the clouds. It's kind of cool. Like, I mean, it's pretty good. I'll give it like a 7.5. Yeah, I'll give it like an 8, actually. It looks cool. Like, the clouds look good, and, like, the logo looks really good. And then, like, yeah, the clouds mostly look really good. I think that's the main thing. Like, look at like, the whisk on the 2K. And then, like, the 23 is, like, a cloud. I'll give it, like, an 8. And then 2K23 WNBA edition. Compare this to this. This one's obviously way worse. Looks pretty... I mean, it's not even that, actually. But I'll give it, like, a 6. Because, I mean, would have been better if they have action plays and not them just standing there. But, you know, the background is actually pretty cool. I like how it's kind of like a sphere. And then they got, like, Seattle there, Phoenix over here. That's pretty good. I'll give it, like, a 6, mostly because they're just standing there. This one's pretty cool. 2K23 Championship Edition, Michael Jordan's jersey. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's good. I think it would have been better if it said 2K on this side, right over here, and then 23. I think that would have been a little bit better than, like, this over here. This kind of, like, looks like shit. This kind of ruins it a lot, to be honest. Or if, like, the 2K23 logo just wasn't there, it would probably be a lot higher. But, yeah, the 2K23 logo just makes it a lot worse for me. But I'll give it, like, an 8.5. I mean, I respect them for just, like, putting the jersey there. Like, it speaks for itself. It's Michael Jordan edition. Paint. This one's like a painting. Yeah. I think it's mostly a painting. This is like it's kind of cool. It could have been better. I think there's like a lot of white over here that I don't really like that part. But I'll give it like a 7. Yeah, I'll give it like a 7. And then 2K23 Digital Deluxe Edition. So this one's in a desert. So it's Devin Booker. So I like the clouds. But I really like the cactuses that are right in the front. And then there's the basketball hoop back there. That's pretty cool. I'll give it like a... I'll give it an 8, mostly for the cactuses. And then this one... I wish this was the main cover, but it kind of had more of the color of this one. Especially, like, this part. Like, import, like, this type of color thing on this. And, like, that would have been, like, a 10, probably. But... You have the... But not with, like, all the color, but just, like, the orange. And put it, like, all over this one. This one would have been, like, a 10. Maybe make it look like it's really hot out there with, like, some... you know, like, when it's hot and it's, like, blurry when you look over. You could have maybe, like, had that effect on the hoop. Probably would have been a 10 for that, but... As it is, this one's an 8, and this one is like a... It's like a 7.5. It would have been a lot higher if... To me, if it was all, like, orange and yellow. So honestly, I don't really like this purple. Like, in contrast to the other one. For some reason, I just don't like it. So like this, like a 7.5. But I do feel like I'm being kind of harsh on it. It's probably like an 8, actually. Because, like, the color of the lettering is good, too. Yeah, so I'll give this like an 8.5 actually. No, not an 8.5, an 8. These are both 8s. But if you combine the best parts of both of them, it would have been a 10. I got 2K24 WNBA edition. This is like just trash. It looks terrible. Like the background is fine, but like I'll give this a 5. It's really lazy. And this is like a ring, 2K ring. I don't like this either. This is like a 5 or like a 4. And I wish that this one. I wish 2K24 didn't have Kobe on the cover because I already had it like just 3 years earlier. But this, I don't like it. I don't like the this like pattern here. I don't like it. Like the pattern of the background, but he's sweating purple. I'm just not a fan of this. I'll give it like a 6.5. And then this one is like it's like a 6.5 also. I just don't really like it. There's much better Kobe covers in the past. This one's pretty lazy. Just not very good. Um, 2K25 Al Wilson. This one's trash. This one's like a 3 because like she's just holding the championship and like that's it. Yeah, this is trash. That's like a 3 or like a 4. Then we got the Hall of Fame edition. We have Vince Carter. I think it's cool. He's like turning into gold. He has like a statue of that probably, so it's like iconic dunk. I'll give it like a 9, mostly because I don't like the background on this photo because like it's obviously like a stock image type thing instead of like the actual crowd. Because I could be wrong, but this looks like it. I'm pretty sure this is like the 2000 dunk contest. And they should have had the actual crowd of the dunk contest be in the background instead of like the stock one that they took. So I'll give it a 9, but it would have been a 10 if they had the 2000 background of the 2000 dunk contest. And then the All-Star Edition with Jason Tatum and Al Wilson. This is bad. I'll give it like a 4. I just don't like how they're just standing next to each other, like, and their legs are crossed. Like, this is awkward. This is weird. Their jerseys are like both white, so they don't really contrast each other. This is like a 3, actually. This is bad. And then 2K25 with Jason Tatum. It's like, so it has the same background as the Vince Carter one, so they're just reusing it. Should, or no, is it? I don't know. There's some Celtics stuff in the back. Maybe, I don't know. They did something, but they look the same. But he's like yelling. One thing that was kind of weird is like the blur over here. Over here as well. It's okay. It's like a 6.5. It's like a 6. They should, if you're gonna do Celtics, choose them when they're wearing green instead of wearing white. Like, this is just boring. This is lame. This isn't special. This is like a 6. He's just standing there. And we got the 2K25 Leave No Doubt edition. So it has SGA, Carmelo, and Angel Reese. So they have 3 people on it, so it's really crowded, but so they got there's a lot of stuff going on. They got Shea dribbling. They got LaMelo, not LaMelo, why I keep saying that. They got Melo standing there. And then Reese standing there. And then it's the close-up of Shea's face. And then this is good. The Carmelo one's good. And then where he's like 3 to the dome. Then that one's okay, I guess. And then I like this because like the lighting in like the Knicks, like the Melo era Knicks, like 2K, like 2013, 2014, 2012 was super good. So the lighting looks really good. And then Angel Reese close up. I guess sure. And then Angel Reese dribbling there. Yeah, there's so much going on, but I'll give it like a. I'll give it like a 5. There's just so much going on. It's like not. It's just not good. It's just like. It's just there. There's so much stuff going on. It's just too much stuff. So yeah, I'll give that like a 5. And then Angel Reese edition, WNBA edition. I think the motion blur looks really good on this. I'll give it like a. I'll give it like a 6.5, probably. Yeah, I'll give it a 6.5 because I think the motion blur looks really good. And then Carmelo, stay mellow. This looks really good. I'll give it a 9. Yeah, I'll give it a 9 because like it just looks good. It's a great photo to pick. It's pretty refreshing also. Yeah, it's like refreshing having like the superstar or whatever, like the special edition, not just be like, I don't know, Kobe, I guess. Yeah, it looks good. Well, I like how it's not like an all-time great. It's like just a good player. People like. So yeah, I'll give it a 9. And then the final one is the 2K26 Shea cover. So he's just dribbling, which can work. Like I thought it worked for the Angel Reese one. And like some of the other ones. But like for this, it just doesn't really work for me, like just the dribbling. Like it should have been like a layup or like something cool. Like he has a lot of flexibility moments, so like he could have maybe shown that or something. Like him like with his ankle bent. But obviously the main thing that sticks out is that there's 2 Al Horfords on it. So and that's definitely gonna take the limelight. People are gonna refer to this as like the Al Horford cover. Not sure how no one like wanted to fix that. Unless maybe they're just just didn't care. I don't know. And then like Luke Cornett is yelling here. And I'm not sure who this is. It's probably like it's either Sam Hauser or Luke Cornett because they're white. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say that that's Sam Hauser. But it could be Luke Cornett. So there could be 2 Al Horfords and 2 Luke Cornetts on this. But yeah, there's clearly 2 Al Horfords. So I mean that's obviously gonna take all the attention. But I think it makes it better that there's 2 Al Horfords. I'll give it a like a 5. I'll give it like a 5 because there's 2 Al Horfords, but like it's pretty ass.